Now, the Love Your Local Market campaign is encouraging people to celebrate the spirit of local community this week. Now, since the campaign began, thousands of traders, new businesses and youth events have been launched to highlight the vital role that markets play in urban life. So when was the last time you visited your local market? Like, when I was growing up, I used to go all the time, but I'll be honest, I don't do it as much now. And I guess it's something we should really be doing, shouldn't we? Supporting our local markets. Well, Jaz Singh has been trading for over 40 years. You'll see him selling batteries and watch straps from his stall in Billingham.
The management of the markets are running initiatives to promote the markets, by social media and Facebook, regular daily posts on Facebook. So that kind of brings the markets up to the forefront of people, and it's still a trade that's alive, basically.
Yeah, and I think the beauty of the market is it is like a one-stop shop, isn't it? I mean, you get everything. There's everything you could need on a market.
Absolutely. I mean, I know there's been a lot of change I've seen over the years with especially social media and online marketing and, businesses promote a lot of people buying online. However, the markets, people, when we talk to people, there's still a generation that likes to come and, rummage around the markets, have a wander, talk to market traders. And there's that lively atmosphere which you don't get, buying online,
Yeah, definitely, because it is, you imagine sometimes people are just going out, particularly people who don't get out that often, probably going just for a bit of a chat as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we have a lot of customers come, basically, we get to know them by name, regulars, and they come to have a chat, and it's good for us as well because it's, we get outdoors in the fresh air. I'm reaching a age now where maybe I should be looking at retiring, but obviously I don't want to because I've been working a long time, and I'll miss that contact with people and friends, your work colleagues, and the atmosphere on the markets. It's absolutely great.
Yeah, I mean, especially in markets, you're out in all weathers, aren't you, all through the year. You must have a great relationship with the other market traders as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, whether there's business there or it's a bad day or whatever, we still have that, banter with our colleagues, the fellow market traders, and it's a good, it passes the day, really.
Yeah, and over the years, obviously, you've been doing it now for over 4 decades. How has it changed for you over the past few years?
Well, I've seen a massive change. I mean, from humble beginnings when I started back in the 80s, there was a lot of hustle and bustle on the market. There was atmosphere. There was no Sunday trading, no online trading, and the shops were generally dearer than the markets, and so that had a big impact on customers, and people came out to the markets not just for the buying or purchasing, but for the atmosphere, just to get out and about sometimes. And like I said, they like to feel things, pick things up, rummage through bargains and things like that. So there was that element of the markets. And it's been a lot of change over the years, especially with the high streets, the budget stores coming in, there's pawn shops, etc., clothing, budget clothing. And it's kind of had a big impact on market traders. But we're surviving.
Yeah, and that's the great thing, though, and it's so important that you do, still survive, because I do believe markets are so important, aren't they, for communities?
Absolutely, 100%. Without markets, I think, I know it is a bit of a dying trade, but there are initiatives run by, for example, the Love Markets, a campaign that's recently launched, and it's been going for a few years now. And that's an initiative taken by the National Association of British Markets Authorities. And they run this campaign to bring to focus the markets and the high streets, and to keep them alive, really, and bring it to the people's focus.
Yeah, and I've got to ask while you're on, when is the next market day in Billingham? When can we come and see you?
Well, I'm actually at Billingham Market today. It's Monday. I do Stockton Markets 3 days a week, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday. So, yeah, Monday is a regular day for me. What
time do you have to get up in the morning? I've always wondered, because obviously you're there first thing. What time's your alarm going off?
Well, I'm quite fortunate, really, because my system, I have a trailer, which is like a mobile unit, and I don't need to get to the market really, really early. So I arrive kind of between 8 and half 8.
Oh, that's not too bad.
And I have a trailer which I open up and mostly all set up, and I just have to put a little bit out. And it doesn't take me long. But like some market traders had to put a stall up, the sheets, get a lot of stuff out, and they're the very early traders here.
Well, I love the way you've got it all sorted. I mean, 40 years in the business, no messing around. You know what you're doing. I like that idea.
Well, you know what they say. You know what they say. Work smart, not hard.
Yeah. No,
so I've kind of adapted my business to my age, really.
And you did touch on before about thinking about retiring. I bet you'd find it really hard. Are you planning to? Or are you just going to keep going as long as you can?
Well, I mean, as long as my health permits me, I will continue. And because I can't sit around, I've got to be outdoors. I like talking to people. I like meeting people. Business is another side, but the focus is on getting out and about and, passing the day, really.
And that's it. And I think if you did go, obviously, it might be nice for you to have a rest, but I bet you'd be really missed as well on the market.
Oh, definitely. I mean, sometimes I've recently been on holiday and I really missed them, to be honest with you.
Well, I love that. Do you know what, though? That just shows it after, trading for 40 years. You love what you do, and that's why it's so important that we support markets and keep them going, because not only, obviously, you're offering a service, but I do imagine, I can tell already from talking to you, you'd be a great person to be around, and I bet you make a lot of people, particularly elderly people who don't get out a lot, I bet they have a good crack with you.
Oh, absolutely. I've got some lovely friends, and they come to see me, and just for the natural and see how we are. And I ask how they are, and if I don't see anybody, I'll ask, if they come with a colleague, I always ask how's Mrs. So-and-so or whatever it is. Oh. And, 40 years has been a long time, the way years have gone so quickly, but there's been a lot of change in the market. But it's great that, the management of Stockton Market run initiatives to promote the market on social media daily via Facebook feeds. And that kind of keeps it alive, and so just not promote the market, but also the market traders, on their businesses and what they're providing, what service they're providing. And it's great that they do that, because that keeps it at the forefront of people's minds, and markets are still a good place to go to, it hopefully continues for a long time.
I reckon I'll be talking to you again going, so you've been trading just over 50 years, that you're not going to give up. And this is great. But it's great, though, with these initiatives. It's brilliant that you're getting the support, because we don't want to lose them.
We need the support of the people. It's a two-way thing. Market traders need the support of people. People need the support of market traders. Unfortunately, if it's a bad or windy day or rainy day, some market traders can't be out because of safety reasons. So it has a bit of an impact on the people who especially come out for that particular trader. But unfortunately, weather permitting, some people can't come out. But we do need each other, really, each other's support.
Oh, so lovely to catch up with Jaz Singh this morning. He's been trading for over 40 years from his stall in Billingham. So even if you don't need batteries or a watch strap today, if you're going past, go and say hello to him. And there is that thing, I think it's given me the inspiration. I'm going to start using the markets more. It's one of those things, isn't it? If we don't all use them, then we're going to completely lose them. And we don't want that, because it's so important, isn't it, in our communities.